Xin chào quý vị khán giả, tôi là Emily Phạm, quản lý sự kiện của Vietbeauty và Cosmobeauté Vietnam. Chào mừng quý vị đến với số đầu tiên của series podcast Beauté Talks, một trong chương trình podcast trong khuôn khổ triển lãm Vietbeauty và Cosmobeauté Vietnam. Ban tổ chức mong muốn mang đến những kiến thức chuyên sâu, xu hướng mới nhất và những thông tin thực tiễn nhất, góp phần giúp cộng đồng ngành làm đẹp Việt Nam phát triển theo hướng bền vững. Hôm nay chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu hành trình với cuộc trò chuyện đặc biệt đầu tiên nhằm khám phá bức tranh bán lẻ tại ngành làm đẹp Việt Nam, từ xu hướng, cơ hội đến thách thức. Và trọng tâm sẽ nói về slow aging, một cụm từ có lẽ cũng không còn mới mẻ trong ngành. Và ngoài ra chúng ta sẽ có trao đổi về một số sáng kiến phát triển bền vững và thân thiện môi trường. Tôi rất vui được trò chuyện với ông Bart Verheyen, giám đốc thương mại của Medicare, một chuyên gia hàng đầu trong ngành bán lẻ làm đẹp tại Việt Nam. Mr. Bart, it's an honor to have you on the first episode of Beauté Talks today. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Emily. I'm very excited to be here today. Not only because you invite me to be here with you, but also because this is the very first edition of Beauté Talks. It's exciting because it's something new. We have never done that before. And I'm here today together with you to share some insights about the dynamic health and beauty scene in Vietnam. And I think a platform like Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté are fantastic platforms to share insights and to share experiences, bring businesses together and talk about new trends like, for example, slow aging. I'm very excited about it. Let's get started.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited too. Vietbeauty is all about empowering in the industry with knowledge. And this conversation will dive into how retailers like Medicare are shaping the future of health and beauty from within and sustainable. So let's dive into the first sections.
Let's do so.
Yeah. The beauty retailer sector in Vietnam is thriving. Mr. Bart, can you give us an overview of the market today and what's driving into the consumer interest?
Wow, okay. If we start on a, let's say, very high level, then consumers today in Vietnam, they do not buy anymore just a product. It's more than just buying a product. It's actually part of a bigger customer shopper journey. So what people are looking for these days, aside from just the product, is more a complete, tailor-made, personalized experience, both in the store and also both out of the store. So it's a way, it's going away from just buying a product to personalized advice in the store. It's going into hands-on trying out products. And it fits all in this trend of long-term health. And instead of just buying a product to stay healthy, it's all about more being wellness, overall wellness. I would say these are the big trends of today.
So that focus on slow aging is so exciting. And what makes it such a big trend for Vietnamese consumer in the future? And
well, as I said, it's no longer just fighting wrinkles. It's more or less embracing wrinkles. It's instead of pushing away getting old, it's embracing that you get older, and to do that in a graceful way. It also aligns very well, actually, with Vietnamese values like longevity, balance, overall wellness. Health was important already in Vietnam for a long time, but definitely after COVID, what you do see is a trend for inner beauty. It's beauty from within, it's being good, feeling good, and aging in a graceful way.
Wow, that's fascinating. Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam play a key role to connecting retailers like Medicare with distributors, brand owners, partners, and customers. So what are the borders drivers behind this market role?
Okay, well, interesting question. I think there are several drivers, let's say on a broader scale. Number one, people in Vietnam, consumers in Vietnam, see what's happening in other parts of the world. And they see what's happening in Europe, they're seeing what's happening in the United States. So population is getting older there. People start to embrace more their wrinkles and aging gracefully. And that's also something which happens slowly but surely in Vietnam too. Although the population is still very young, gradually people getting older and gradually people taking care longer of their health and their beauty. It's also linked to a change, I think, in Vietnamese society. Before, family was the core of the society. And what you see more and more is people going to live from the countryside to cities. People are going to live alone. People are going to be more on themselves. So it's more about me, less about family. It's more about me. How do I look good? How do I take care of myself? How do I stay healthy? And ultimately, because of that trend, which is not only in Vietnam, it's actually across the world, it's about confidence. It's about feeling good, feeling proud, feeling okay to embrace my aging beauty.
So aging beauty actually is not a new word over the world. Yeah.
Correct.
So I love how Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam foster these connections, and slow aging is clearly transforming retail. And it's exciting to see consumers embrace wellness-focused beauty.
Right.
Mr. Bart, thank you for these incredible insights into Vietnam beauty retail market and the rise of slow aging. It's clear the industry is thriving. What can our listener expect in the part 2 of this episode?
Well, definitely stay tuned, because in part 2 we're going to talk about future trends. We're going to talk about what Medicare is doing to embrace those trends. We're going to talk about innovation. We're going to talk about how the customer journey in Vietnam, in the beauty and the health and beauty industry, how that customer journey is only growing. So stay tuned.
So that sounds like a must listen. Listeners, join us on Beauty Talks Part 2, where we will explore the sustainabilities and more. Visit Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam from 24 to 26 July 2025 at Saigon Exhibition and Convention Centers to discover the future of health and beauty retail, where health, beauty, and wellness meet innovation. Thank you, Mr. Bart, and
welcome.
see you soon.
See you soon, and so do you.
Xin chào quý khán giả, tôi là Emily Phạm, trưởng dự án của triển lãm Vietbeauty và Cosmobeauté Vietnam. Chào mừng các bạn đến với phần 2 của số đầu tiên trong chuỗi series Beauté Talks, một chương trình podcast trong khuôn khổ triển lãm Vietbeauty và Cosmobeauté Vietnam. Ban tổ chức mong muốn mang đến những kiến thức chuyên sâu, những xu hướng mới nhất và thông tin thực tiễn, phần nào giúp cộng đồng ngành làm đẹp Việt Nam phát triển theo hướng bền vững và vươn tầm quốc tế. Welcome back to Beauty Talks and the podcast series by Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam, where we share the industry knowledge to inspire the beauty community. I'm Emily Phạm, the manager of Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam, and we are continue our two-part conversation on Vietbeauty on the Vietnam's beauty retail landscape. So today we focus on trends, opportunities, and challenge with a special emphasis of sustainability and healthy slow aging.
Yep.
I'm joining with Mr. Bart again, Commercial Director of Medicare. Welcome back, Mr. Bart. Yeah.
Thank you for having me again. Looking forward to the second sequel of our meaningful conversation. I'm also looking forward to tell you a little bit more about how Medicare Vietnam is navigating in this evolving beauty, health and beauty landscape in Vietnam. So, very excited for the next part.
Mr. Bart, let's dive into trends. What's shaping the beauty retail today?
Oh, I could talk hours and hours about that.
I know.
I think we only have a limited time. So I would say a couple of things. Number one, there is a rising customer or consumer awareness. I would say that's one thing we drive. Number two, there is a shift also in, I would say, lifestyle values. And number three, there is definitely digital transformation going on. So maybe to briefly take you through those three things. Number one, consumer awareness. We're all connected these days on our phone. So consumers make a much more well-informed decision about buying when they buy products. They want to know what's on the ingredient list. They're looking for active ingredients. They're comparing much more on Wi-Fi on their phone, different products with each other. So it's a much more well-informed decision they're making. That's one. Awareness is increasing. Number two, different lifestyle. It's as I said before, it's more about me feeling healthy, me feeling good, me feeling confident. It's part of a broader term, not a term, but a broader lifestyle of wellness, overall wellness. Wellness, not only physical wellness, but also mental wellness, beauty from within and on the outside. So it's an overall wellness, holistic approach. And the third thing is, of course, digitalization. As you know, the times are gone that consumers are only buying in the store, and they want 24/7. They want to be approachable, and they want to make decisions everywhere they are at any time of the day. And for retailers like Medicare in Vietnam, it's very important to adapt. So you have this omni-channel being everywhere available at any time, which is quite interesting, but it's also quite challenging. To be there anytime people want you to be there as a retailer. So yeah, I would say awareness, changing lifestyle, and digitalization are the big changing trends.
So I'm so inspired by health, slow aging, and sustainability. Can you tell us more about Medicare Take Back program and how it works?
Oh, very good question. Thank you for asking. The first thing, when people think about take back or giving back to society, they think, it's a marketing thing. It's just to feel good. Well, that's not the case. It's much more than that. We believe in Medicare that sustainability, because this is all about sustainability, is a very important part of the job of a retailer. And long term, of course, it's all about business. But what we're going to do is a couple of things. The first thing we're going to do starting very soon, actually, in a couple of weeks, is a waste recycling program. And not just recycling waste of products which we have been selling and customers can bring back, but it's going to be much broader. It's going to be recycling, and there's also going to be education, there's going to be community building, and there is going to be bringing the supply the value in the supply chain up. So what we're going to do is, in every store, customers will be able to bring back their empty packaging of anything what they have bought from our stores. We bring that together. That's being recycled. We're doing, at step one, we're going to make furniture for schools out of that. So we're going to help to refurbish schools in, let's say, underdeveloped areas in Vietnam. So it's part of community building. At the same time, we're also going to do a whole education program, and we're going to schools, we're going to Women Union, we're going to educate people, to create awareness first of people, what it means, waste recyclement, how to avoid waste in the first place. So it's education, it's helping underprivileged parts of the society. So it's also early school leavers, which we're going to help integrating into the whole project of our recycling. It's about women, it's about students, it's about community building. So that's everything what has to do with waste recycling. And then linked to that, although maybe you think it's not, but linked to that is anything around health, and especially around mental health. 85% of our women, 85% of our employees and our staff are women. And actually, in our employees, it's almost 100%. And one of the things we found out through working with different other stakeholders is there is a need of working around mental health, not only for women, but also for young people. Women are our customers, young women are our customers of tomorrow. Young people, students, these are the leaders of tomorrow, and also, hopefully, leaders in Medicare. So we feel that there is work to do around mental health. We're in the phase of fine-tuning the whole program. It's going to be, again, like with waste recycling, it's going to be not just doing something, it's part of a broader initiative. So yeah, we're going to work on mental health and how we can help Vietnamese society through Medicare, raising awareness on mental health and also giving back practical solutions and help.
Wow, it sounds fantastic. Yeah, everything exciting. About like sustainable recycling program and Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté champions recycling, encouraging retailers to adopt similar programs. And what opportunity do these trends create for retailers?
They create a lot of opportunities. And these opportunities also come with challenges, of course. The opportunities it brings for retailers when starting projects around or working around sustainability in its widest sense is the number one opportunity is building trust. Building trust for your consumers, building trust for your brand. Mm-hmm. That's by far the number one benefit or advantage. I would say secondly, it also helps you to help educating people to become more not necessarily eco-friendly, but eco-awareness, let's put it that way. That's number two. Number three, it definitely helps growing communities. Mm-hmm. And that sounds a little bit strange if you're just selling shampoo or anti-wrinkle cream or slow aging products, but it does help if you look at in the whole perspective, it actually helps community building. Mm. And last but not least, it's your long-term business growth. I think today you cannot not do these things anymore. Consumers just expect it from you. So long-term, it's part of your business growth plan. Mm.
Yeah, I'm proud that Informal Markets, the organizer of Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam, is really focused on the sustainable programs to embrace the community. And I love that vision. Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam is the perfect stage to showcase health and beauty products and sustainable efforts like Medicare's do. Now let's talk about challenges. Mr. Bart, what are the biggest hurdles for beauty retailers today?
Well, it's a very good question, Emily, and I think one of the biggest challenges at the moment is consumer spendable income is under pressure. It's under pressure because of various things which are happening here in society. Number one, the general consumer confidence is still relatively low. It's getting better, but it used to be much higher in the past. So people are a bit uncertain. What's happening? The second thing, what's happening is, as you know, there is this recent drive from the government to start issuing VAT and invoices in traditional trade. So what's happening is people who used to buy their daily essentials there, they now need to buy them somewhere else. So they will probably most likely buy them in modern trade. But the prices in modern trade are higher than in traditional trade. And at the same time, your salary is not growing with the same speed as the increase of the selling price. So that's another reason why your spendable income. So people are less confident, prices become more expensive, your salary is not growing at the same speed. So yeah, spendable income is under pressure. I would say
Yeah, it's true.
that's a very big one. The second thing is trust and quality. People want to belong to something or someone. So in Medicare, we believe that people want to belong to the Medicare family. So if you want to belong to some community or to some retailer or family, there needs to be trust. Today, with this very hectic speed of society where 24/7 everything is happening, it's difficult to find the right input, the right information you're trying to find to build up that trust. There are KOLs, there are KOCs, there's a lot of information there out on the internet, and different people talking about the same thing but in different ways, and you don't know anymore what to believe or what to go for. So there is an element of help me to grow my trust, and in an ever speeding up society, that's quite challenging. So I would say spendable income under pressure, the trust element, which becomes more and more important and more difficult to find. And I would say the last one is consumers are less and less loyal to a brand. Consumers are more and more loyal to the values that brand represents. So if I can identify myself with the value of that brand, I will buy. But it's not because that brand has been there for 100 years and everyone has been buying that in my family before, that I'm still convinced to buy that brand because of its history.
It's true.
It's because that brand stands for sustainability, it's because that brand stands for cruelty-free, because that brand stands for, giving me the feeling that I belong to that family, what that brand represents. So brand loyalty, which is going down, and brand values, which is becoming more and more important. So, for retailers, it's not just anymore selling a product and selling a brand. It's basically defining first what are the values this brand stands for, and then working out a whole program to convince you to buy my values.
So trust is very important.
Absolutely.
As key, play a very key important role. So those are real challenges. How can retailers address these issues like counterfeiting or sustainability, especially with the program like slow aging or recycling?
How to overcome that as a retailer is transparency, accountability, honesty. What do I mean by that is, when you say something about a product, when you say something about a slow aging product, you better make sure it's true. Because the very first thing consumers will do is they will go on the internet or they will go on their phone and they will go and start to check it if it's true. If you're starting to talk things which they find out are not true in the end, you basically have broken that trust, and that's it. They have a zillion other choices to go somewhere else, and that customer will not come back. So respect your customer. They're not stupid. They're not fools.
Yeah.
They might have more challenges to find reputable or trustworthy information, but they're not fools. So respect them, be honest to them, and make sure that you realize that your relationship as a retailer with your consumer goes way beyond that pure one transaction of I'm trying to sell you something. It is creating basically, what I said before, is creating a sense of belonging, a customer journey during which you give information which is correct. And if you don't know it as a retailer, then just say I don't know, but don't make it up. And these are things in Medicare we are very, very conscious about. So we have a lot of information on our website, absolutely fact-checked and true. Not only the information about the product, but also tips, also advice. And yeah, after 24 years being on the market here in Vietnam, we know a little bit in Medicare how we have built up the trust, which is key. And we also know how easy it is to lose the trust again. It takes a long time to build it up, but it goes very fast to break it down. So treat your customers with respect.
Yeah, that's so aligned with Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté missions to support retailers with knowledge and sustainable practice. And yeah, again, trust is very important, and because the customer awareness is now increased and their knowledge also increased, there's a lot of educational people nowadays. And Mr. Bart, thank you for sharing that such valuable insights. What's your vision in the for the future of beauty retail in Vietnam?
Well, number one, the future holds, I hope, a lot more Beauté Talks like we do today, because it's very interesting and it's very nice to share insights. I think the beauty and the health and beauty retail space in Vietnam is very bright. I think it has all the ingredients it needs to become even more successful, and for retailers listening today, and also brand owners, be honest to your customer, build trust with your customer. That's very important, like we have done for the last 24 years, and build something like what we do. You're being aspirational, inspirational, but at the same time still affordable, and basically, if you turn, like what we have been doing for the last 24 years in Medicare, if you turn the ordinary into something extraordinary, and once your consumer is with you, they will stay with you if you keep being true to the values you represent as a brand.
So that's truly inspiring. Listener, join us at Vietbeauty and Cosmobeauté Vietnam from 24 to 26 July 2025 at Saigon Exhibition Center at SECC District 7, Ho Chi Minh City of Vietnam, to explore healthy, slow-aging products, sustainable practice like recycling and connecting with the beauty community. And thank you, Mr. Bart, for joining Beauté Talks today. Stay tuned for more episodes and have a wonderful day. Xin chân thành cảm ơn ông Bart vì đã chia sẻ những thông tin rất sâu sắc về không chỉ là kiến thức mà còn là những thông tin của ngành. Và quý khán giả thân mến, hãy đến tham gia triển lãm Vietbeauty Cosmobeauté Vietnam từ 24 tới 26 tháng 7 năm 2025 tại Trung tâm Triển lãm Sài Gòn SECC quận 7, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh để khám phá thêm các sản phẩm về xu hướng slow aging, làm chậm quá trình lão hóa và các sáng kiến bền vững, cũng như chương trình tái chế và kết nối với cộng đồng làm đẹp tại triển lãm. Xin cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi chương trình Beauté Talks và hẹn gặp lại trong những tập tiếp theo. Xin cảm ơn và xin hẹn gặp lại.
Thank you.